All right, Diego. What time is it now in your end?
So everything is. Let me check. It's exactly 10:56 in Ghana. 10:56 a.m. in Ghana.
What here is 8:56 in the evening.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This morning my time, which is very late in the evening your end. I have a very good conversation with you. And what did you learn
Yes.
out of my video? Because you've been following me for quite some times already. Uh, I
Yeah.
want you to give me the narrative. How did you how did you learn out of it?
Yeah. One thing is that I have joined so many gold WhatsApp groups
Mhm.
and Google groups, and then finally in the year 2020, I
Yeah.
came across a gold group. I came across a gold group
Mm-hmm.
on the WhatsApp where I realized that there is a particular lady who is called Wilhelmina Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Her way of dealing and everything is different from every single body in the group.
Mm-hmm.
This woman does a live video on Facebook, YouTube, and she will copy the link to the WhatsApp groups. And then also she explains everything into detail, especially concerning how the buyer is supposed to be on the ground, the conducting of the assay and everything, and how the gold is exported out of Africa, and the clearance and every scam. So I started watching Wilhelmina Ford and decided to follow her strictly in order to ascertain her genuineness.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, I saw that Wilhelmina is live on YouTube also,
Mm-hmm.
and her face is always out. She does not hide her face. Her face is always out. She is bold, and she is very straightforward, very concise. And anytime Wilhelmina Ford is talking, you realize Wilhelmina has a total control over everything she is saying. She knows exactly what she's talking about. So because of this, I decided to follow you.
Yeah.
And in the year 2021, in this 2022, I realized that no, you are one of the first gold sellers. Because I know that most gold sellers, about 99% of gold sellers are never ready to come on the live video. They do not want people to know them. Because most people are not genuine. And I question myself, if somebody is doing a genuine business,
Mm-hmm.
why can't this person come on a live video? If I know I am doing a genuine business and I don't have anything fraudulent about myself, I should be able to come on a live video.
I
I
see.
should be able to expose myself to the public. Let people know me. I should not be afraid. So this is the quality I found with Wilhelmina Ford. I realized you are always ready to come on a camera. And one thing I like about YouTube is that all your gold certification, your license, your certificate of incorporation, your company, everything is demonstrated in your office. Anybody who needs your license for verification is you can access it. Even as we are doing the YouTube video call, you can watch all those things in your office, which is not as common as some of the sellers I know. So I realized that Wilhelmina is different from any other gold seller I know. For this matter, I decided to have a very nice person like you. You are very bold.
I am very bold. I'm very strict and very brutal.
You are
Yeah.
very straightforward. Straightforward. I just love that. You are very straightforward. You do not fear anything. You come out, you explain the whole thing, and you are real and genuine. So I will tell the whole world, if somebody is looking for gold, contact me Wilhelmina Ford.
The reason why, Diego, that I put everything online, I patterned the way we Australian selling online. I'll give you my background. I'm retired already from real estate,
Yeah.
and I've been in real estate for many years, and I always make a sell every week. In fact, I was number 7, on top magnificent 7 when I was working with the whole construction many, many years ago. Mhm. And we are only 2 women out of 46 men fighting each other, making money.
Wow.
Yes. And I was the one who introduced shopping display in Southside, and no one believed me. So every week I make a contract, many years ago, a house and land package with no deposit under the certain bank, which is St. George Bank, during the time, the first home buyer. So I was top number 7 out of 46. Then somebody hired me as a development negotiator. I negotiate big development, and I sold $1.3 million worth of land to the developer. So that's why my name is everywhere. Okay, you have a you have a background very bad. But anyway, so I sold the big development to a big developer. And the developer really impressed with my performance. So someone from Africa saw my profile. Here in Australia, when you sell property, you need to have a profile, right? In order for the buyer know who you are. So every agent here in Brisbane, you have to put your picture, and when you list your property, you always have a picture, right? So someone from Africa saw my profile, and they hired me to handle their sales and marketing. So when I was in Africa, it's really very simple. I told them that to sell your product, it's very unique because you are holding $1 million worth of products, but you don't know how to position your business. There's a saying in marketing, position, position, position. But most African sellers are scared, and they don't want to show their faces. They don't know how to position themselves because your government doesn't help you, right? And the seller offer you cheap price, but actually it's not cheap. They offer you a cheap price in order to ignite the buyer to travel. So it's not really fixed price. When I was talking to my seller today, I signed an agreement with the new seller, and the new seller was impressed. He saw me on my YouTube channel, and this seller that I signed a new agreement, my gosh, he owned a lot of concession, and he has a lot of gold, and he has a license to mine, and he has a license to export. Yes, and he was begging me to handle him. I just signed an agreement with this seller, and I was amazed. And I told this seller, "How did you found me?" And he said, "I saw you on YouTube channel. I want you to handle us and your extension." So we exchanged, and I said to the seller, "Before I'm going to handle you, you have to provide me your business registration, mining license, and export license. And I want you to have a video call with me." I'm satisfied. Yeah, I'm very satisfied with the seller. And in Africa, the taxes, government sales tax, most of the buyers are allergic about government sales tax. Here in Australia, our government sales tax is 10%. In Africa, government sales tax, sometimes one particular country is 6%, one particular country 7%, and other country like Cameroon is 17%. So it depends on every country. So I know the taxes in Africa. If you're gonna buy rough diamond in Sierra Leone, the government sales tax is 6%. In Conakry, the government sales tax on uncut diamond is 3%. Yeah, so I was surprised. So different bracket, and if you're gonna buy gold, 6% and 7%. So it depends on every country because every year they increase their taxes. Our taxes is staggered here, 10%, take it or leave it.
Okay.
We call that government sales tax,
Wow.
GST, 10%. Whenever you buy any product, any commodities, always 10%. So,
Oh, okay.
I studied the behavior of Africa. My gosh, seller in Africa have no idea. You are holding worth $1 billion worth of business. I told the seller. I just come back from my trip. And you know, Dubai is notorious. There's so many joker buyer in Dubai. So many. So many. I even interviewed an Indian. Okay, I think I mentioned the name of that Indian. He went to Ghana and he failed. And he was been following me, so I told him I'm coming to Dubai, stop over with my client. I met him. He's a bargainer. I told him, you bloody notorious buyer. He's Indian guy, tall guy, but I'm not going to mention his name so that he would not embarrass. Because if I mention his name, believe me, everybody would know. So yeah, everybody. So I have a good experience in Dubai. I'll give you an example. I purchased this necklace for my husband.
Okay.
This is 18 carats. Yeah? 23 grams. Okay? So we went to a gold sock. This is 1,500 US dollar.
Oh.
18 carats. Gold in Africa is 23 carats. 97 purity. This one, the purity is only 18 carats. So why too expensive? Because they're expensive because of the labor. So in fact I make a jokes with the owner of the shop. He's Indian, and I told him too expensive. And I told him what is the last price, and I also bargain, but he gave me a very less bargain. Yeah. So can you see this necklace? 18 carats. 18 carats. So most of the buyer in Dubai asking for C.I.F. I give them an example. Okay, I want to buy a necklace, send it to Australia, C.I.F. When the gold arrives, that's the time I will pay. You know what the shop owner? No. You have to pay cash.
Yeah.
And I told him, now you're talking. And then you want my seller to bring gold to your doorstep for not paying. And I told him, you're all bullshit. I told the the Indian, you're all bullshit. You're bullshitting. So I told him, you're bloody notorious. So if I don't have the money when I travel to Africa or Dubai, I can mortgage this one because I have the receipt. Yeah, this is 6,800 dirham.
I see.
See how expensive this 18 carats? And gold in Africa is 23 carats.
21 carats.
Yeah.
20.
And the purity is 97. This one, the purity is not much. This is only 18 carats.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there is gold on it. Why this 1,500 US dollar? Why? I have the receipt. I'll show you the receipt. I have the receipt so that everybody knows that gold is not for bargain. Okay, where is the receipt I have?
Yeah.
They think that they can bargain the gold more than they expect, and then when they resell it, they make handsome profit. That's why I call them notorious. Yeah, this is the receipt. This is the receipt that I purchased in Dubai. National jewelry. And this gold is 18 carats. The gold weight is 28.30. The amount in dirham is 5,996.19 plus VAT, which is 5%. In total amount is 6,296 dirham. Yeah?
I see.
So this Indian in Dubai said, bring the gold in Dubai, we will pay after final assay. I told him, you're bullshit. You're bullshitting with Wilhelmina. I don't deal with bullshit buyer. Yeah. See? So that is why they're scared of me. So you mention my name to your networks, they're gonna run away from you.
Sure. as I told you that one thing is you are different from all other sellers of gold I know. You are the only person I know who sells gold, and you are live on the what do you call it, the camera all the time. You cost some money. You put yourself on the camera, and sometimes too in your office you show the gold on the camera, proving you really have what you say you are selling. Then apart from that, we can all see your offices, and your office you have the certification, the authorization, the license, and everything. Then moreover, we see also gold bars with your name all displayed on top, and your system of education about gold riches in Africa is unique and different from any other person. So anybody who is really doing international business, anybody who really knows about gold business and how gold is exported from Africa to Europe, the person will definitely know this woman is the real person which talks to people want to buy gold. This is why
Don't you know that the price of gold today, that was Friday, is 63,495, because today is Saturday, the stock exchange is not open. So on my platform on YouTube channel and Facebook, I give everyone a link that they can look at on the price of gold every day on the world market. Now, the we are selling Dore bar, which is not refined. That 63,495 is refined, called that gold volume. It's 99.99. That is why we give the buyer a discount in order for the buyer to make a profit. Now, the selling price in Africa is 5% because there is a taxes on that. There's a government sales tax. However, when I travel with the buyer, I give the buyer 8 to 10% maximum. Sometimes I give 11%. Why? Because the buyer has also expenses. Now, when I travel, I do charge my travel cost. I'm very blunt, I'm very open. To cover my airfare from Australia to Africa, hotel accommodation, food, and expending money. That is my expenses. However, I will give the buyer of 8 to 11% maximum. Maximum. Whatever the price on the world market, we give the buyer a discount based on the world market. Our selling price today is $57,000 per kilo. It covers the shipping cost and insurance. What I have done to all of my seller, I discussed with him that let us absorb the government sales tax, insurance on that price. So I know how to give the buyer a leeway so that when he bring the gold to him, to his destination, he get the profit. You know how much the Dubai buyer? Less 2%.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. I know. That is why I told everyone in Dubai, you are notorious. They are notorious because when they receive the gold to their country, especially in Dubai, they're gonna resell it to 2%. Say I told the buyer, I've given you 11%. You sell it to your Dubai, to your customer 2%. You have 9% profit. But he doesn't understand. I said to him, I'm going to expose you guys. Yes. Yes. That is the reason why when I was in Dubai, they're hungry. They don't have supply. One refinery, his son was supposed to see me by referral. I know this gentleman from Mali, and he has an office. He was looking for business in Dubai. And you know what he said to me? Madam, I'm going to introduce you to the son of the owner of the refinery. And I said to him, I'm not interested. I'm not. The buyer has to come to see me, not me to come to see him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. And this son of the refinery, they are big refinery in Dubai. But they want for nothing, they want for free. They are going to leverage. When they refine the gold, and then they're gonna bring it to the bank because they have a contract with the bank. Yes,
I see.
that's why I know the tricks in Dubai. I know they're very tricky buyer. Can you see this? When the Dore bar refined into this necklace,
Yeah,
this is 1,500 US dollar, 18 carats.
I see.
Yes. So that is the reason why they, when you mention my name, they're scared of me because I'm brutal.
Hello?
I'm really brutal. Now, whoever watched our conversation, the full corporate offer is in this video. If the buyer doesn't read, to me, he's not a buyer. It's just time waster. Yeah. It's not a buyer. So the buyer, real buyer, has to send a formal letter of intent to purchase coming from the buyer because I'm going to validate the buyer. I receive a lot of cut and paste from Joker Broker. I called him Joker Broker. Yeah. Joker. Sorry?
As I told you, what I'm saying is, I will recommend Wilhelmina Ford to every single body in the whole world who wants the new gold to buy without scam. Because this woman has been tested and she is 100% real.
Sometimes, Digo, sometimes buyers and seller fail. Okay, 2021,
Yeah,
because Australia was locked down, I didn't travel. And I seen a buyer from Korea. And my seller is real because I have a transaction with the seller. It's really good. But the problem is carelessness. When you are careless, it costs money. And one of the buyer that cannot afford to pay my travel cost, his 4 kilo was been confiscated. Yeah? Oh yeah. He purchased 5 kilo and he was only given 1 kilo to carry to it to his country. Perfect. What was 97. But waiting for 4 kilos. So the shipper didn't perform properly and the paperwork was not complete. It says in Dubai that where is the insurance because it shipped it to the buyer's destination, and where is the certificate of COVID-19 during the time. All the valued goods you have to attach the COVID-19. Why? Because that gold, there's also germs, because you cannot see the germs on the bar. Even ourselves, when we go out from Dubai, we have to have a swab test, $130. And when I get out from Australia, another $120. So when we arrive in Sierra Leone, to get out in Sierra Leone, go back to Dubai, $130. And we give the person who tasted tip in order to speed up. So every time in Africa is dash dash dash. A foreigner is not used to dash dash dash. Right. I'll give you an example. We are transit in Dubai last month. From Sierra Leone to Dubai. We were been transit in Ghana. So our luggage, we were been looking for our luggage. Lucky that I'm very negotiable. The lady who is a custom, I asked the lady, do me a favor, can you fix it? And I give money in her hand as a grace in her hand. What is the salary of custom is very small. So I told her, I don't mind to give you something. Can you get our luggage, because we don't want to get out in Ghana because we are only transit for 7 hours. So if we're gonna get out in Ghana, we're gonna have a visa. And we're gonna have a swab test. I said, no, we don't want to go out to get out. Instead, do me a favor. Can you do something? Now, we were been 3, 1 Indian and 2 Australian. That Indian, he didn't even give the money to the officer to grace her hand. My friend and I, we did give the lady, a custom lady, to fix our problem very quick. Money talk. Yeah. Money talk. So we didn't get out. That is why I have to share my experience even to my travel agent. That when you travel to overseas, you have to have a swab test. Mhm. Now I'm traveling again, so I would be scheduled for 4 booster because in Australia we have uh, COVID 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I would my schedule is on May 4. So after my booster for the job, then that's the time I can travel next month. I'm gonna travel end of next month. Mhm.
I see.
It's not easy to travel to Africa. It's not cheap. That's why I do charge my
Yeah,
services. Yeah, it's not cheap.
it's true. It's never easy. It's never easy to travel at all.
Yeah, that's why I asked the buyer how much you can afford. Yeah, because if you cannot afford, don't waste my time. Because you're buying half a million
It's
dollars.
not a buyer.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
He's a fake joker broker. I have another guy from Israel. They wanted to buy the rough diamond, and they wanted us to bring the diamond to Israel, and I said no. Israel is notorious. There was a gentleman from Sierra Leone. He brought rough diamond in New York, and his name is Camara, Nicole Camara. I called Camara, and he traveled to New York. He was being invited by a buyer that, oh, we will sign a contract. He brought the diamond worth $1 million. Mhm. So he was being
Wow.
booked. Yeah, he was being booked on the cheapest motel. Mhm. So after he checked in, this is what he told me. He saw me on my YouTube channel because I interviewed him. He was being checked in 3 to 4 hours after he checked in. Someone knock at his door. The gun on his head. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The gun on his head. The goons, a thug, say, where is the diamond? So he was begging his life. It's the first time he landed in United States. And I told him, why you stay in the cheapest motel? Why not stay in the 5-star hotel? So the buyer have an intention to rob him. Yes, even in Israel. That is the reason why I'm very expensive, because when I travel, doesn't matter if he is my seller or not. I always book on the 5-star hotel together with my client. Because money is the
yeah,
root of evil. You must remember, Digo. Mm.
yeah.
I always brief my client. So I'm traveling next month. So I hope I think I'm bringing delegation end of next month. Delegation,
Okay.
big delegation.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring the buyer
Nice.
to Conakry
Okay.
and Mali.
Okay.
So my job is not easy.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm about to retire, I'm about to retire this gold business, gold marketing. In 5 years time, I'm about to retire. So I'm training someone close to my heart, which is my nephew. I'm going to take him to Africa to introduce to all of my sellers so that he would learn this business. This is a very lucrative business, believe me. Very
Yeah,
lucrative.
yeah,
Can you see this gold?
yeah, sure.
This is
Yeah,
this
very
is
nice.
money. Yeah.
18 karat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is money. So this gold business and diamond is very lucrative business in the world. This is precious.
Yeah.
This is money. You're buying money. Yeah. If I don't have money, if I'm running out of money, I can go to the pawn shop and show this receipt. Okay? I can sell it back, this one, if I don't have the money.
Yeah. Mm,
See?
I see.
So this is really amazing business. This is very lucrative and very unique business. Very. And nobody understand. Most of the online joker broker, they don't know. I hate the guy from the group. They don't introduce themselves. Cut and paste. I even
Yeah.
blocked them. I rejected them.
Yeah.
So this is a very nice necklace. Yeah. So those buyers around the world asking CIF, it wouldn't work. Cost insurance and freight only. No, the gold business in Africa is a traditional business, cash business. Cash. It's not SBLC.
Yeah.
When I was in your country, I think 2014, I stayed at the Aknak Hotel. And there was a conference, all bankers. And I introduced myself. I am Mrs. Ford. So they were surprised. So, where are you coming from, Mrs. Ford? From Australia. So I asked question to all bankers association. I asked question about what is the difference of CIF and SBLC. So I pretend that I don't know, but I know the meaning. So the manager says, you ask question, very strange question. I said, not really very strange question. Because I know the meaning, but I want you to give me the feedback. And you know what he said? What are you doing here in Ghana? So I'm a tourist. And he doesn't believe that I'm a tourist. So at the end of our conversation, I said, well, I'm here to help you people. And immediately he said, are you marketing gold? I said, yes. So he said to me, wow, you're a brave woman. He said, you're a brave woman. So he said, no African seller can afford to give the buyer SBLC standard letter of credit because the seller is just a small miner.
Yeah.
Even credit, they wouldn't. And the banker would not give the seller credit facility. Must be cash transaction. Why? Because the seller in Ghana has to declare that to your government to remit the government sales tax. But the seller doesn't remit it. That is the problem. They want to go behind the government. That is why the government is also punishing small miner. So what happened? There's a lot of gold smuggled into Ghana. So that is really a smart move. That I know the trick. I already know the trick. That's why I share it. I share it so that the buyer would be aware. There's no way the buyer can get CIF. There's no way. Cost insurance and freight. There's no way. The buyer has to pay the product. Can you just look this one? Do you think the Indian owner shop in gold shop will give me CIF this gold? No.
No. Cash and carry.
Cash and carry. And this is
Yes.
when I was in the airport, I got the refund because there is a tax. I got only $60. $60 refund, and then transfer it to my bank. When I arrived in Australia, I got the refund $60.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is. So now you understand that this business.
I understand it.
You understand now.
Yeah.
So why people in why foreigner go to Ghana and there's no much gold in Ghana? Why?
Right now, in the year 2021, which was last year, the government actually took a step, mostly against the galamseyers. And yes, because the starting point was that we realized that our water bodies in the country were all getting destroyed. It will shock you. You open a tap in your house only to see dirty water coming out instead of clean water to drink. So the trace of it was taken to the galamsey.
Yeah.
The water authorities tracked it and they realized that it was the galamseyers who were destroying the water bodies. And due to this, the government decided to take a step and stop galamsey in the country. Honestly, the government dispatched securities all over the entire country. If you know any other Ghanaian, you can find out. I have some of the videos on Facebook and some on YouTube. I can send you as
Yeah.
you can see them. They destroyed those people who have excavators. They are registered. They have destroyed their excavators. They burn them all to ashes. They seized all their products. Some of them were sent to court. And even some of the people who were into those things, some of them are even politicians in the country.
I
Why?
think the Galamseys,
What?
most of them are Chinese. When I was there, there's a lot of young Chinese. When they arrive in the airport, they go directly to the village. They hired buses. They don't stay in the
Yes.
city. Mostly
Yes.
are young Chinese.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. What they do is that, you see, in Ghana, we don't have money. Yes, they take excavators and other stuff. So the foreigners, especially the Chinese, as to say, the Chinese, they buy the excavators, they come to the country, and they hire our boys. They hire our boys to work for them. So last year, the government was seriously aggressive on all this. They have destroyed more than 100 and something excavators in the entire country, and have dispatched securities to all the Galamsey sites in the country to monitor and make sure nobody sells there. If you step to any Galamsey site in this country and you are caught, you are sent directly to court from there to jail.
I
So
see.
because of this, and it is the cash and carry business is normally run by these galamseyers who do not have a money license, because they do small arms and all that stuff, and then grams. When they have a little grams, they send it to the refinery. They sell it 2,000, 3,000 to some of the retail.
Diego, this new administration in Conakry, you're not allowed to hand carry anymore. The government, because the government are losing money. You remember there was a coup d'etat 2021? The president was being ousted and was being arrested. So when the new government take over, there's no much income of that country. So I was told by my seller that there's no way that the buyer can cash and carry. The gold has to be shipped it to the destination of the buyer. And the buyer has to pay in full. No gold has to leave the country without payment in full in order to reflect the cash inflow. When I was there 2019 and 2021, the gold that has been carried by the armor car from the central bank to the airport and hand over to the custom, but the buyer wanted to hand carry. He was been allowed, but all the paperwork must be stamped in custom. I was there in custom area. But today, 2022, you're no longer allowed to hand carry. Must be shipped it to your destination to make it safer. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So in Ghana, this is why right now, honestly, when anybody comes to Ghana, it is difficult to get a genuine gold from anyone in this country.
Last night, I have 3 buyers stuck in your country. Asked me. I said, no, I don't deal Ghana. Yeah.
Very good. It is difficult to get gold in Ghana because the Galamseyers are no longer at work. All their machinery is destroyed. And then a security officer dispatched to all the Galamsey people sites. If they get you arrested, you are sent directly to jail. So because of this, it is difficult to get a genuine gold.
I know. I wonder, Digo. I wonder why foreigners love to come to Ghana. I don't know why. I told him there's no much gold because just imagine there are 14 refineries fighting in Ghana. Asankas, AA Mineral, Payment C, Asap Basap, Bar Purity, Italtec, ER Logistics, Sahara, and Impic. So many refinery. Why are there? Meaning to say there is business. Yes. Yes.
It is true. See, Wilhelmina, I realize you are very observant. I realize you are very observant because I also said it before that I don't understand when you are talking to people outside the country who are looking for gold and you want to take them to Sierra Leone, Mali, or they say, no, we want to go to Ghana.
No, Sierra Leone, there's plenty of gold. Mali, there's plenty of gold. We have plenty of gold.
Yes.
Tons of gold.
All of them say they want to come to Ghana.
When I was in Ghana, when I was in Ghana, I asked my driver to drive around all the refineries. So I went to ER Logistics. Yusuf is very nice guy, and Emmanuel. I introduced myself. I'm Mrs. Ford. Can you show me your refinery? He showed me all his equipment made in Italy. and they are very good refinery during the time. I think they were been in the newspaper the best refinery. There was no such refinery. I think there were only 5 refinery during the time, and the gold was being assay, and I was there in laboratory. You know what? I was being screwed by Eric Blasco.
I see.
Yes, I was being screwed, the Mexican, and the 50. I wasn't aware that the AURUM mining company spent $10,000, and he hired the armor car from the village to Accra, and deposited the gold to security company to ASI, because that was 50 kilos. And I wasn't aware that the AURUM mining company paid the armor car of $10,000. 5,000 to bring it, then another 5,000 to bring it to ER Logistic. I wasn't aware. So after the ASI, Eric Blasco and Mr. Marin doesn't want to talk to me. They screwed me. Oh yeah. They screwed me. And also AURUM mining company. They screwed me both. So, lucky that my driver was very loyal, because I feed the driver, and he stayed in my hotel, and whatever food I have, first class food, I paid. So the driver was very loyal to me. The driver was telling me that both seller and buyers screwed you. So what I have done, I sent an email to the old man Nana, and I told him, how dare you? You invited me, you spent all my expenses, and then you screwed me. And you will never become successful. So David Anim is the half-brother of Nana. You know what? David Anim was missing in Russia. He took 100 kilos. The Russian buyer promised to invest in Ghana, and he wouldn't be found. Yeah. Karma. Oh yeah.
Karma.
Yes. Because of greediness. Greedy. That is why I always tell my seller, do not be greedy. Because once you made the mistake, that's over.
Yeah.
So that is how it works.
One thing is,
yeah?
I do not understand why somebody would like to be greedy. If the whole world, everybody will be playing. You just like the way
the prophet.
You come on camera, you are transparent, you are very honest, you are straightforward and concise. And your things are straightforward and genuine. If
The prophet.
That, the whole world will be very nice place to live in. But it's just unfortunate there are some people who are different, irrespective of the tuitions and things that you tell them. They still want to do a thing up.
The greediness and the ego. Greediness. Both sellers and buyers are greedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when I charge the buyer, when I charge my services, it's very cheap. When I give you the good negotiation price, you become rich. I don't become rich. I just only to earn $1 as well. My services is not cheap. Yeah, what is the $15,000, and in fact you get the profit? Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because you getting $15,000, and then he is going to make over millions of profits.
Yeah. Because I get, if the buyer cannot afford, okay, I will arrange the contract, 5%. Which one you like? 5% or 11%? Big difference.
I see.
So most of the buyers are selfish and greedy. Yeah, they are greedy.
Seriously.
And they are thieves. They are criminals. Yeah. They are criminals.
Yeah.
So anyway, Digo, thank you for our conversation live on my Facebook and YouTube channel. And I hope everybody can listen to our conversation. This is really good for the buyer, that there's no way you can get C.I.F. There's no way.
Yeah, okay.
There's no way.
Thank you very much.
And tell your friend to talk to Wilhelmina.
Yes, I will do that. I will do that. Once I cut the call, I'm going to call him now. Then I'll get back to you.
Thank you, Digo. Thank you very much for our live conversation.
You're
All right, thank you. Then bye.
I'm very happy. Bye.
I just finished talking to a guy from Ghana. He was following me for many months. and this is for everyone, and the full corporate offer is on this video. I don't need to explain. You read it properly, digest it. When you're ready, come back and let's do the business. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening.